This is Hello Little Watson. I'm making my first ever vlog, uh, and I've been kind of scattered and I want to say everything and tell you all about everything of my whole entire life, but there's not time for that. This is the first vlog. So I decided to make myself a little, you know, to-do list for the vlog, or a little checklist of little pointers. Obviously, I'm bad at that because I only made two and a half. So let's see if I can stick with it. I'm Hello Little Watson. Welcome to my channel. I'm a classical musician by night, I guess, or by day, I suppose. I'm also a barista for the time being to pull in some extra coffee dough. I'm healthy, active living enthusiast. I like to be healthy for a lot of reasons, and I'll tell you all about every single one of them someday. I enjoy running, biking, and swimming, and yoga. Those are my favorite things. So, on that note, I'm training for my first ever sprint triathlon. I did a small Kids of Steel marathon, not a marathon, triathlon, when I was about 14 or 15, and I was a competitive swimmer, and I ran, but I mountain biked. And the first time I ever squished all of those three things together was at this triathlon. I didn't even ride my own bike. I had my brother's mountain bike to ride. And let's just say it was a disaster. I came in second last. But at least I didn't come in last, right? Anyhow, I think that I can do better at this one. And so I've been following a training schedule. And so, with that in mind, let's talk about what I did today. Today, I woke up at 6 and ate a bowl of oatmeal. And then I went to work for 7 hours, where I pulled espresso and dished out food to people, which was fun. And then after that, I went to the pool and I swam. So Tuesdays, which is today, I don't know if it'll be Tuesday when you're watching this, but you can pretend like it is. So on Tuesdays, I like to go to the swimming pool. And I don't know how that sort of started happening. Just since, I guess, January or February. I don't know. It was in the new year where I really started swimming again. And it had been a while since I swam this regularly. I'm really proud of myself for swimming regularly, like once a week. I know that I should be bumping that up now because I'm training for a triathlon, to at least 2 times a week. And I think that in the next few weeks that I will be able to do that. So I find motivation to go swimming is so difficult to find because it's a lot of hassle to swim. You have to bring all this stuff with you, and you have to get wet, and then you have to have a shower and dry off completely afterwards, and it feels like it takes so much longer than just going for a run, which is so easy and so simple. And same with the bike ride. You just kind of go. The pool is a little bit more effort, but it's so worth it. So today, according to my little workout schedule, triathlon training, sprint distance thing, was supposed to be a 40-minute swim. And so that's what I did. I looked at the clock and said, we're going to do this for 40 minutes. And I'll let you know exactly what I did. So usually when I swim, I like to do like a kind of a slightly longer warm-up where I can sort of incorporate some endurance. And I'm smiling because if you are a seasoned swimmer, don't make fun of me. It's not very much, but it feels like a lot to me at this particular point in my life. So normally I would do either 200 meters or 400 meters or something like that of continuous kind of easy, or I don't know, just the pace that I start going when I hop in the pool, which is maybe is a little bit fast because I'm like, oh, it's cold, must warm up. So I usually don't time myself or anything like that. I just kind of go and try and go continuously until I feel like I need to stop. But what I mean by continuously is with flip turns, which I only started actually incorporating into my swims maybe a couple of months ago. They can be tricky, and it took me a while to figure out how to do them again because it had been so long since I swam kind of regularly. So today I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to do the full distance of what I will be swimming in the sprint triathlon all in one go, just to see if I could do it without completely stopping. So that's 750 meters, and I did, and it didn't feel like any trouble or I had no problems at all with that. I was lucky that the pool was pretty empty, so that I didn't have to worry about like too many people in the lane and all of that mess that can happen in public pools. So there was just me and one other person in the lane that I was swimming in, and I went in the high intensity lane because I want to try and catch up with everybody else, and I'm that annoying person that's probably not as fast, but hey, I'm kind of fast. So I swam 750 meters with flip turns in around 15 minutes, which I was happy about. I thought it would take me like 25 minutes to do that, so thank goodness that was pretty fast. Granted, I think that would be a lot slower if I were to do 700 meters in a lake because there's no wall to push off of. Whereas in a pool, every time you do a flip turn, you have that push from a wall. And I know that I worked on that actually a couple weeks ago. I was practicing having a really good streamline and trying to be fast off pushing off the wall. But that means nothing, I guess, once you're in the lake because nothing. You just have to make your own momentum. Well, so I did 750 meters, and then I decided to do alternating between pull and kick. So pull is where you use a pull buoy, which is those little things, and you stick them between your knees, and you just use your arms. And it's important to have that little float or the pull buoy to keep your butt kind of high up. Because if you're not kicking, then it can sink down, and then you're just dragging your legs in the water, and it makes it really slow. So I like doing pull with the pull buoy because you can go so much faster because your body is in a nice, mostly above the water, your butt's out of the water, and you can go fast. So I did 100 meters of pull, and I would only sometimes do a flip turn because I often lose the pull buoy when I do flip turns, which is annoying. So I touched the wall a lot, and then I also did a couple flip turns. So 100 meters pull, and then 100 meters of kick. And I was probably making the other person in my lane annoyed when I did kick. But he never caught up to me, so we'll forget about that. And I did that times 2. So 100, then 100, 100, and 100. It was 400 total. And then what did I do? I did sprints. I decided to do 50 meters on a minute and a half, which is a lot of time. So that means that I was looking at that clock, the one with the rainbow hands that everyone's like, what does that mean? Well, I was using the red. When the red came to 60, so the top of the clock, 6 or 1, I guess, I would go. And I just swam 50 meters, so 2 lengths of the 25-meter pool, as fast as I could. And I came back and looked at the clock as soon as I touched the wall to see how fast I had done it in. And the first one I did was just under 45 seconds, which is over 10 seconds slower than what I used to be able to do that same distance when I was 14. I was so much faster then. So I have a lot to work towards. So at 45 seconds. And then I had about 45 seconds of recovery. So I waited. In total, with the swim and the recovery, was a minute and a half, and then I went again, and tried to beat my same time, and then with the recovery, so a minute and a half, and I did that 4 times, so 200 meters of that, and that was good. That was a good burn. Each one, it was getting harder and harder, even though with the recovery, my heart was still racing at the end when I was going for my last 50, which means I'm working, and that's good. Swimming gets my heart rate right up there. It's fantastic. And then after that, I did 200 meters easy. So just front crawl, letting it out, loosening up what I had just pushed. And of course, I rested before I went into that right after the last 50. So that was, so that would have been 800 plus 750. And then I did a combination of breaststroke and easy freestyle just for the last 200 meters. I think I did like 100 breast and then 100 free. And that was easy. It was just to relax and just to finish up the 40 minutes because I was kind of like, well, I don't want to try doing some other drills. Oh, I did catch up. That's what I did, where you swim. I did do another drill, and you touch both your hands in front of you. I did that for, I think I just did that for 50, and then another 50, and then the breaststroke, something like that. Either way, I made it to 1,750, so 1.75 kilometers in the pool in about 40 minutes. And according to my run keeper, that was the fastest I've done so far, which is good. It's always good to be improving, and next time I go swimming might be slower, and that's okay because you want to mix up the fast and the slow. And then I biked to teach, and that was my accidental brick workout. It was bike commuting. It wasn't that intense at all. Came home, had delicious dinner, and then I've just been chilling out, and I need to find some motivation now to get some good practicing on for my music life. So that's it. Did I have anything else to say? What I did today, my checklist, good, I did that. The workout recap, good, I did that too. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to share all of these exciting things I have to share with all of you. So see you in the next one.